Hi there, and welcome back to my not so sunny and a little bit cold garden today. The potatoes indoors are chitting away nicely. The growth isn't super huge, but they would be ready to go into the soil if the soil is ready. So I thought I would show you how I check if the soil is ready for potato planting because you can't see it in that kind of sense. So we're at the potato bed, and here I got my soil thermometer, and we'll see if it's going to focus. It's exactly at 10 degrees, which means it's not quite ready to plant the potatoes inside. Potatoes grow in the temperature span between 10 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. They don't like it when it's below or above, then they slow down their growth really significantly. There's not much happening outside those parameters, and so it doesn't really make much sense to plant the potatoes when it's barely 10 degrees because right now it's lunchtime. So in the morning the soil will be even colder, and so I'm going to have to wait a little bit, and that's how this thing looks. You can get them in most garden centers. There's somewhere in the corner where people don't go that often. But it's a really great tool to decide when it makes sense to plant things, when you know what temperatures they need. But Google knows most stuff. So in case you don't know when to plant X, ask Google. So when to plant potatoes when the soil is above 10 degrees. And I check similar for my tomato plants. I like to have more than 10 degrees planting those, more closer to 15 in the soil, but I never actually looked up from which soil temperature it makes sense to plant tomatoes. I was just going by instinct. Maybe I should do that. Even more unusual garden knowledge. But I'm really glad I bought this one a while ago. You can also measure the soil temperature with one of these infrared thermometers where you just point a red point towards the thing you want to measure. They're not as accurate, and you always have to dig a hole into the soil to get to potato planting depth. With these, there's a mark how deep you're supposed to put that into the soil. So it's just placing it in the soil a little bit easier. And they don't run out of batteries either. Just treat them carefully and nothing will go wrong. So that's it. I'm not quite ready for planting here. But the scenery is greening up really quickly right now. Spring is wonderful. So maybe next week I'll be back here next week and check again to see if there is something happening. So thank you so much for watching. Happy gardening, happy springtime, and see you next time. Bye.